Islam Dwayne left today. Islam, running in today. I'm leaving Burger King now. It's about 4 p.m. I have on my sweatsuit, my sweat sauna. One more. I change into this like almost every day. Yeah, you know what? I think someone just said 3. I think that's because it's been called the owner. It reminded me, someone is still saying 3 around American Extended Stay. Like they're trying to initiate somebody. It's on July the 16th, 2020. They literally sound like an animal. Like they be screaming 3 like an animal, like a beast. And you know, as divine natural beings, the number 3 is divine. But literally, I don't know if he said it, but it almost sounded like him. He said it. This is the owner call, and I don't know if he said it. It sounded like it, but it did trigger that thought real quick. You know, they sound like a deranged, unnatural spirit, saying 3 outside American Extended Stay, like a reject of society, literally like rejects of society. So anyway, but as divine natural beings, celestial beings, we know the number 3 is a divine number. Triunes of Allah. 3 is in a lot of things in reference to angles. I don't know, but it's interesting because that number 3 with Allah is a cleanser. So when I hear these spirits say 3 now, my sight, I'm not going to even say it on camera because I want them to keep saying 3. But spiritually, my spirit spoke to me, hearing them say 3. I was like, but see, I realize more, Dwayne, when you're dealing with spirit, it's not what it seems to be. So you think, an unclean spirit saying 3, you think they keep saying it and they doing wickedness, or they rapping, rapping, or trying to rape, molest spiritually, attack. They trying to promote bondage. So they think they keep saying 3 like they trying to program. But when you're dealing with divinity, divine spirits of energy of what these numbers really mean, and you know, hold on one second, and you know that it's already been prophesied that they are being exterminated because the earth don't need it, and that it need them in this state of mind. Because as our consciousness rise, as more, and we harmonize with the spirit of Mother Earth, so I don't even want to say what my spirit told me. When I hear these unclean spirits yell 3, they sounding like an animal, literally like something wrong with them. But once again, there is a cleansing going on, extermination, you want to call it, of unclean demonic spirits. So they think they're saying 3 for many reasons. Like they're trying to program 3, let it be 3. I was like, what's going on with, they keep saying 3. But Allah cleanse and get rid of and recycle, right? Islam. So anyway, those are my thoughts. So I'm happy when I hear them say 3. They can say it all day long. I hope they scream it to the mountaintop, because I already know what's going on now. But at first I was like, what is wrong? It was like irritating. Like they trying to initiate something, like they trying to get a group together. And they molesting spiritually, these spirits, attacking you in your dreams. And you're trying to work, you're feeling sharp pains, and they saying number 3. Like what sometimes, not all the time, I'm just giving you an example. So I'm like, you're at your place of rest, and you're hearing people walk down the hall saying 3. I mean, sometimes they have a black Negro accent, pale skin accent, Spanish accent. They sound literally like they're deranged, like an animal. I was like, what is wrong with them? But when you're dealing with something that is an animal, okay? And I'm just saying, I'm not saying at work, people are screaming 3, and I'm feeling sharp pains. Let me say that. I have heard the number 3 though in an odd way, but it could be for many reasons. And I think I stated that before. I've heard managers or something sometimes just say 3, and it just triggered thoughts. Like just now, when I heard the owner call, he's a pale skinned guy that's married to a Chinese American. It's like he said 3, but I could be wrong. When I started to speak to Dwayne, let me start to speak to you. So anyway, today was a okay day. I thought it was odd. After my break, because I walked in Burger King, I started to feel pains in my uterus again. And I had to be there at 7. But my break, I went on break, and I added some new people that I want to follow and learn from. And came back from break, and it sounded like Miss Phyllis. I don't know. I was walking. I waited on one of the black male regulars that comes in quite a bit now. And she was walking behind me as I was going to wash my hands. And I could be wrong, but it sounded like she said he F. I could be wrong. He F you. I'm not sure. The FUCKU. I'm not sure, but she just got angry. I mean, something. But her voice sounded, and she walked close behind me. I didn't question her. I just continued to get back on the floor because I was washing my hands. And then I continued to work, and it's like she was saying yes more. She said that out loud, and I just ignored her. I didn't say anything. But she definitely, it sounded like she said yes more. Anyway, I tried to stand next to her to do the fries, and she told me, don't stand next to her. I was like, why? I said, what did I do? Because I haven't done anything. I experienced a lot of sharp, dull pains. The first time I started experiencing sharp pains at Burger King was in 2016. Imani and I had just came to Annapolis. I was so thankful to be hired because we needed employment. We were in need, money-wise, everything. So happy to be employed. You can tell we were in need. So I wanted to work and prove my best. And I guess maybe about 3 or 4 months after working there, or maybe even less than that, because it was in June, July, August, September. I documented. I just remember one of the people that the pale skin implied to be connected to the Navy and Army that would sit at the regular tables with the predominantly black males. She spoke a word as I was serving to her, like paid y'all, or she paid, and I felt sharp pain abnormally. And then I started noticing them even more. I noticed pains before, but I truly didn't know what was happening because I never experienced pains like this before. So anyway, get back to the story. I'm not accusing her, I'm just giving a statement. So getting back to so when I'm earning money, sometimes yes, I give statements about it. I don't know where the sharp pains are coming from. I know I'm healthy. We don't drink at Arrington-Bey. Not saying there's something wrong with alcohol. We might have something to drink in the future. I'm just not drinking now. Smoke, cigarettes. We exercise when we can, definitely walking, and do extra. We used to be in the gym every morning before we went to go earn money, but the gym shut down at American Independence Day. So now we got to figure out other ways to put in that extra exercise. But anyway, getting back. So I was standing next to Miss Phyllis to do the fries, and she told me she didn't want me next to her anymore today. I said, why? She said, once again, never. I said, what did I do? And she didn't say why. She just said she don't ever want me next to her ever again doing fries. And I was like, and she didn't. Once again, I didn't do anything. We didn't argue. it just came out of nowhere. I came back from break. I was so happy to see you tweeting, Dwayne. I was so happy to see you tweeting on my break, and also to see some of the other people that I decided to start following that are dealing with healing, learning other things, other knowledges, and I'm thankful that the lady. I was just thankful to see start. Just thankful. That's all I can really truly say. Just thankful. So I was so surprised to understand why. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I didn't understand why she just didn't want me to do fries with her next to her, and so it left me trying to find something to do. And I just told her, I said, I don't understand why. I said, I'm trying to, she once again told me she did not want me ever to stand next to her. And then she started talking about me with Khalid, and like I did something wrong. And I told her, I said, this sounds personal. Miss Phyllis, I don't know you. And I don't know her personally. I have never implied I want to get to know her personally, ever. In 2016, when things were happening odd, she was behaving odd, and I didn't understand why, because I didn't imply I wanted to know her personally, or any of the people, the regulars that would sit there that are connected to the Navy, the Army, or the police. I never implied, none of them, never implied. We don't know any one person still to this day in Annapolis. No one can say, we as Moorish Americans in Arrington-Bey and I, know we have sat down and chilled out with anybody here personally in Annapolis, Maryland. No one. So, I didn't understand why, once again, through these years of me working there, it's like she would get upset or personalize what's going on, or where she would say things to me like, and I didn't, because I come there to work, minimum wage, get paid minimum wage, and I told her this. I made a mistake and jumped in next to her to do the fries again today. I mean, after she told me, because I'm so used to just trying to do my job, and she told me, I said, I apologize. She said yes, and she said something sort of rude. And I said, I apologize. I'm just used to jumping in that spot to do my job. And I said, that's what I was paid for. I mean, that's what I was hired for. I get paid minimum wage, and I'm getting, minimum wage to do my job only. And I remember I made that comment before when she behaved odd, and it's not she was personalizing things. And I told her, I said, Miss Phyllis, I'm here to do my job, to work at Burger King only. That's it. That's my constitutional right. And also, if you hired me and you thought I was to be a good worker, and I'm trying to prove that, I don't think it's my constitutional right to not personalize anything. Just do my job, do my job and try to do the best I can, and then listen and then leave. That's it. So a lot of times when she does things like that, it's like she's always trying to personalize stuff. Like one time she said, I thought she was a fool. And I don't understand her actions. I don't understand them because we don't know her personally. I don't know her personally. When I say we, I'm about to say I don't know her personally. None of them. We don't know any of them personally. Getting paid minimum wage is not a complaint. So what happened was, I'm just thankful to be earning money. Is when I start seeing the odd behaviors constantly from her, when the topic of a pay raise came up, I told them, this is a while ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago, or no, maybe a year ago. I mean, a year after I started working. A year after I started working. Not even a year. I think it was 6 months, because I noticed it was like something's odd here. Why are they acting odd? And she personalizing things. You're trying to, and I don't know her. I said, you know what? You don't have to give me a pay raise, because customers like, give her a raise. Customers like, her customer service is good. I said, just just treat me fairly. That's it. Treat me fairly. I'm here to earn money. As an employee, treat me fairly. I don't want a pay raise and I'm being treated unfairly. It's like, okay, here's an extra few cents, but we're going to continue to treat you unfair. It's best to be treated fair and then get a pay raise, because you are working with ethics and you know that the company you work for demonstrate ethics. So that is what brought that on about pay raise, because I noticed, and she was behaving odd, so odd. One of the co-workers sprayed pepper spray or mace inside a Burger King. It was so odd, and I was like, what is going on here? But I needed to earn money. We're new to Annapolis. It takes a while to get settled and stabilized. Long time. So anyway, so today she didn't say why once again, and she once again sound personal here, and this is 2020. So I have no idea why. Anyway, I'll end that with that conversation with that. But otherwise, I'm feeling well. I'm not stressed out. I'm just walking. So, let me think, is there any other connection? Oh, I told you, American Extended Study keeps saying somebody along with three, they say brother. Once again, it has an accent. They could be, a lot of times the accents when it's brother, it could be Spanish speaking and the black, like a black Negro accent. Spanish speaking or black Negro accent around the American Extended Stay, saying brother, and it's females too, mostly Spanish speaking and black Negro, but definitely I hear pale skin as well, and they definitely sound like they're deranged, like they desperate. It's like a succubus, literally like an animal. So sometimes it made me think about when Thomas kept saying, when I addressed him, I was like, Thomas, why are you saying Mo? And he kept saying man, Mo, man, Mo, man, Mo. Prophet Noble Drew Ali stated, one day, when you walk on the street, it's going to be, in so many words, he says it's going to be rare to walk among men. Okay, I think he was referring to experiments, dealing with animals, mixing with human DNA, and also the state of mind. Okay? Because when you behave and you are used as an animal, as a beast, to rape, molest, stalk, then that's exactly what you are. You are demonstrating your state of mind, because that's exactly what you are. So Prophet Noble Ali stated that in one of his prophecies, and I give testimony about it, because we are among unclean spirits today, and definitely we are among experiments. It is no doubt we are among experiments. These experiments, they could be the black, Negro, African American, male or female, Spanish speaking. They could be foreign, they could be pale skin, but these experiments can control technology with their minds. They definitely could be mixed with a dog, an ape, and different types of DNA. So Prophet Noble Drew Ali knew what he was talking about. And so when you are among something that is not considered human, and not only they're not considered human, it's not the fact that they're different. You could be among something that's different, but when they are trying to harm you, they are forcing themselves upon you. They're trying to rape. They're trying to not only, and if they cannot talk to you, they'll either start attacking your child. That's the issue. And so that is definitely connected to a savage, beast, animal behavior. And so Prophet Noble Drew Ali stated this in his prophecy, and that was over 50 years ago. So that was over 50 years ago. So hold on one moment. Over 50 years ago, if I remember, and I'm not saying word by word, but he stated that. And I give testimony that definitely that is what we are among. So we already know Maryland used to do experiments before, when there was actually plantations where people were working the field as slaves, or was slaves, and they used to make them. They used to make the men, and the first slaves were pale skinned, so this is not limited to the black Negro, but they would make the men have sex with their daughters, and the mothers have sex with their sons. And so they did this to create more slaves and to breed. They did experiments. Maryland was one of the states that was documented to do this, but many states did this, and they shipped the slaves all over the country. So that was years ago. What the thing is, if they did that, then those were experiments. You already know that they went the next step further. I said years, hundreds of years. We already know. So that's all. I don't know how long it's been, but it's definitely into a point where it's obvious, where you have these species that are able to control your phone and your tablet or the computer or cash register with their minds. So if they're able to control these things that have radiation, okay, because we have we already know the knowledge about radiation in the cell phones, then they too have radiation. Okay, if they are connecting with a technological device that has radiation, and we know that these cell phones and these tablets exude radiation. Okay, that's what I mean. They did experiments, so we try to keep the device away from us, keep your computers away from you at night, not too close to you while you sleep. So you already know this. So if we are among these experiments that control these things, they too exude radiation. So this is a part of slave breeding. So what it is, so you ask yourself what it is they're trying to slave breed in our ancestral lines, and that's keeping it 100, because they mix all types of DNA together, including that telepathic code. And so I don't try to understand or rationalize when you're dealing with something that does not understand freedom, that's not in the constitutional fold, and do not respect freedom. The 13th Amendment, 20 sections, all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. Because there's something else. You have to be, the Constitution is an organic instrument. Organic means alive. But if you're not considered to be a part of the human family because you're not, then that makes sense why they do not try to uphold and affirm these constitutional laws. Because they have mixed, you don't know what they put into the DNA. You don't know what they put in that code. Islam, the Arrington-Bey and Arrington-Bey reject. So anyway, that's one of the things. And so what we do, we turn off our technological devices as much as possible at American Extended Stay, because if someone's saying brother like an animal outside and around the room, our cell phones will start going off. Or Spanish speaking, these accents, our cell phones, our tablets start going off. So we turn it off. Usually brother has a black Negro accent. Islam. So I'll talk to you later, okay? And females, Islam.